Welcome back to my Law of Attraction podcast. In this series, we discuss the real life stories of the people who follows the secret book. So today's story is about Eddie, who resides in Australia, and she made new friends with the help of the Law of Attraction. We'll see her story. If you were a person who suffers to make friends, who is not very outgoing, who is not outspoken, this story is surely for you. Maybe you can take inspiration of how she is doing it, or if you are already an outspoken person, then this story is surely a motivation for you that if she can manifest friends, you can do whatever you desire. So let's dive into the story. Eddie writes, for my whole life, I have never really had a group of friends. I had a friend here or there that I would see at school every day, but nobody that I would just call to hang out with on the weekend. Eventually, I graduated from my school and I got very lonely from not being around people my own age. Eventually, I came to the conclusion that I would just decide to find a way to live without friends and focus on my business. After a couple of months went by, it got to the point where I could not live like that anymore. Some days I was okay with it, but when birthdays came around New Year's Eve parties, that was when I felt like hanging out with some friends. Okay, I guess she's trying to say that when her birthday comes or when the parties come, she feels like she needs friends to spend the time with. I guess it is very normal. Sometimes it's really okay that you are alone, but sometimes when you are going for maybe some of you who are in school or who are in college or office who is trying hard to make friends but is not able to can relate to the feeling that most of the time it is okay, but when you are going for a lunch it feels maybe lonely, that you feel like okay, someone sitting across me and talking would have made you feel good. Or when you see a group of friends you feel like okay, I am alone actually. So that is when I know it hits you. So let's get back to the story. So at the beginning of the year, I decided that no matter what happens, I am going to make at least one good friend before the end of the year. So I joined a football team, started looking for friends on apps like Tinder and Bumble, and kept myself open to finding friends through social media as well. But to no avail, like she could not make any friend through any of those things. Maybe I was trying too hard, she says. Okay. Um, the gender neutral. Sorry, I should not say she, but okay. Uh, let's get back to the story. At the beginning of the year, for a few weeks and also on and off since then, I would just sit down and visualize myself with friends at my birthday party, which is in July. I would imagine a few people coming over to my house to celebrate my birthday and just hanging out with me. Eventually, my mom suggested that I try taking a short 6 months university course in business, something that she had also done previous year. The course had already started, but the teacher decided to let me join in at a late enrollment. After receiving my timetable, which was difficult to understand, I made my way to my first class. By the end of the first class, I had made three new friends. I only realized the next day that the class I was in was the wrong class. Okay. So see, this is how universe works. Like the person literally went in a different class in a different late course, but in that class he made three new friends. And the course, it was not even decided by him because he was not trying further. It was his mom who suggested. The universe and infinite intelligence guided me to the wrong class because that was where the three people where I want um, would become my friends with. Okay, like the three people where that I would become friends with. I mean, he is trying to say that universe and the power guided him to a wrong class because that's where he was supposed to meet his friends. He was supposed to find his people. So I asked the teacher if I could stay in that class, and he said that would be fine. It is also very nice of the teacher that he let him be in that class. That was about a month ago. We have only become better friends ever since. The great part is I had only wanted one friend to begin with, and now I have three. And we are all friends with each other. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So before my birthday in July, and after we get to know each other a bit more and hung outside my university, I'm going to ask if they want to come to my house to celebrate my birthday. I hope they went. I hope he had a great birthday. So this is a cute, nice short story where he is like he wanted friends, and I'm so glad that he got these small stories. When you read, you feel okay, like someone who never had friends get into university in a wrong class and make friends. It is so much like movie. In movies there are like people falling in love with a person in the wrong class, sitting in the wrong class, but end of the day it's universe knows where you are meant to be. Universe knows who are meant to be with you. The universe will never give you someone negative or someone with lower vibration. So it's all a part of universe. Trust in the process, guys. Stay tuned. See you in the next story.